All right, welcome to day 2 of our news story writing assignment. So what you guys are going to need is you're going to need your effective sentences, the sentence variety and combining sentences worksheet that should be right in your Wednesday packet. So you should be following along as you're watching this video. So let's take a look at part A. It says, identify the problems found in this paragraph from a news story. All right, so let's read it. It was last Wednesday. It was in the afternoon. Workers painted the main room of the library. The new color is bluish gray. The librarian said, we hope to make the room lighter and friendlier than the old darker color made it seem. The librarian's name is Mr. Tyler. He picked the new color. All right, so let's first take a look. What is the problem with this paragraph? I know that when I did a read through of it, I pointed out a couple things that we could definitely make this story even better. So something that I found is, first of all, I thought it was very wordy, meaning there were some sentences that we could combine. Instead of having two separate sentences, we can combine them and just make it one longer sentence. Like one of them that I came up with was, instead of saying it was last Wednesday, it was in the afternoon. Instead, we could have said last Wednesday afternoon, workers painted the main room of the library. That way, it flows better, because if you have different individual sentences, kind of makes it seem choppy, like it was last Wednesday, it was in the afternoon. You're breaking up a sentence that could just be combined into one, because when you're writing a news story, you want it to flow nicely. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to take a look at part B on the same worksheet. And what I want you to do is I want you to improve the sentence effectiveness and variety by combining the sentences in the paragraph below. So I want you to use at least one complex sentence. And remember, we did complex sentences right before spring break. Complex sentence, remember, has two parts to it. It's got two different clauses, independent clause and a dependent clause. So I want you to read through the paragraph. I'm going to read it once, and then I want you to read it again as well. And then I want you to figure out how you can make this news story, the sentences, more effective and have more of a variety. Because if you notice, in a news article that you read online, there's lots of different types of sentences. You've got complex sentences. And that is what I'm going to be looking for in your news stories. So, my parents decided to move. My mother found a new job. The job was on the other side of town. We packed for the move. We did the packing ourselves. Then we rented a truck. It was huge. We loaded it. It took all day. Then we drove to our new home. So what I want you to do is I want you guys to come up with other ways to combine these sentences and make it more effective, as well as making a complex sentence. Once you're finished, you can either upload it to Dropbox on Sycamore, or you can text it right to me.